Hello students, today we will study about friendly microorganisms. In the last video we have studied about microorganisms, means we have been introduced by the microorganisms, various types of microorganisms. In this video we will study about microorganisms as a friend, means friendly microorganisms. As I told you that microorganisms are play an important role in our life. They are very useful also and they are harmful also. Today we will study about how they are useful for us. So first of all, as they are used for making curd, making bread, cakes, commercial use of microorganisms are also there. They are used for making various beverages, that is for earning money. Medicinal use is also there. They increase the soil fertility and they clean the environment. So one by one we will study about this. The first one is making curd. For making curd, we heat the milk, and after heating it, when it becomes lukewarm, means that is not very hot, that becomes lukewarm. At that time you may have seen that whenever curd setting is done at your home, so a small amount of old curd is added. That small amount of old curd is the culture of bacteria. The bacteria, that is lactobacillus. Lactobacillus bacteria helping setting curd, that whatever small amount is added in that is the culture of this bacteria that is added in that in lukewarm condition of the milk, and that increase in number, that multiply in number, and that change the whole curd, milk into curd. So they help in setting curd. In other milk products are also produced by the help of microorganisms. The next one is making bread, cakes. In the production of bread and cakes, whatever flour, that is atta, and that is sugar is added, and that is knead in the form of dough, and in that yeast is used. Yeast, that is a single cell fungus, that is a fungus, that is a single cell fungus that is also used in that. So this fungus multiply in numbers, that produce carbon dioxide in that, and that make the dough to rise, that fill the makes the bubbles of carbon dioxide in that, and that make the dough rise. And when it is baked, that make air spaces between the breads and cakes, and that makes the breads and cake soft and fluffy. So this is microorganisms are used in producing bread and cake also. Commercial use, that is for the production of alcohol, wine, acetic acid, that is also called acetic acid, or vinegar you may have at your home. So that is also produced with the help of microorganisms. In the production of alcohol, if you take a sugar solution and add yeast in that, after 4-5 hours, if you leave it for 4-5 hours, then after that if you will smell that, then you will see that, then you will feel that the smell of alcohol is coming. That sugar solution, that sugar, whatever sugar is there, that is carbohydrate, that carbohydrate is converted into alcohol by the action of yeast, whatever yeast is present in that. So that convert it into alcohol, and this process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is called fermentation. That process is called fermentation. This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur, which was a French microbiologist and chemist. So, microorganisms are used for commercial use, for production of alcohol, wine and vinegar also. So, this is the use of microorganisms in commercial use. Microorganisms are very useful in the medicinal use, means their medicinal use is also there. Whenever you fall sick, at that time doctors give you antibiotics. Antibiotics are the medicines which either kill or check the growth of the pathogen. What pathogen means? The microorganisms which cause disease. They are called pathogen. Pathogen, that may be bacteria, that may be fungus. So, these microorganisms which cause disease, they are called pathogen. So, these pathogen are either killed or their growth is checked by the use of antibiotics, whatever antibiotics are given by the doctor when we fall sick. So, these antibiotics are prepared by the microorganisms. It was discovered by Miss penicillin, that is penicillin. Penicillin was discovered by, that is also an antibiotic. Penicillin was discovered by that is by Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming. So, he was observing about the disease causing bacteria. He prepared culture in various plates, and he observed that in one plate, in whatever that is some greenish spores. Suddenly he found the spores of a little green mold in one of the culture plate. He observed that this can be in that bacteria are not grown, bacteria whatever bacteria are present in that prevents that fungus, means prevent the growth of the bacteria, and he found that can be used for checking the growth of bacteria which cause disease. So, he discovered penicillin. So, antibiotics are prepared by microorganisms. Antibiotics example, that is penicillin, as I have written you. Other, that is streptomycin, tetracycline, erythromycin, amoxicillin. So, they are the some common antibiotics. Many more are there. They are prepared by either by bacteria, either by fungus, or by any microorganism, means they are prepared by microorganisms. So, there is medicinal use of microorganisms also. Microorganisms are used for preparation of vaccines. Vaccines are dead and weakened form of microorganisms. In the early childhood, you may have your parents have given you various vaccines in the hospital. So, for the protection of disease in future. So, vaccines are given to the person which is not affected by the microorganism, that is given for the protection that disease may not occur in future. So, vaccines are the dead and weakened form of microorganisms, as pulse polio campaign you may have listened. So that is polio drop, whatever given to the children. So that is also a vaccine, a type of vaccine. So vaccine help in the person in protecting from the future disease. Various types of vaccines, like vaccines of various diseases are available, like vaccines of smallpox, vaccines of tuberculosis. Means various types of vaccines are available that is given to the patient. Of difference between antibiotics and vaccines is that vaccines are given before the disease and antibiotics are given when the person falls sick, then antibiotics are given. Vaccines are given before, means the at that time the person is not suffering from the disease. It is given so that the person may not fall sick from that disease. Whenever these vaccines are given either orally, as polio drop is given through the mouth, orally means through the mouth, or it is given with the help of injection. So whenever it is given, vaccines are given, the body produce what? The body produce antibodies, that produce antibodies. Antibodies are a type of protein that is produced in the body when any invader, means any foreign pathogen enters in the body, that is produced to fight against that pathogen or that any foreign material, to fight against that. So and these vaccines are dead and weakened form. So these antibodies produced to fight and kill the pathogen. These antibodies, whatever are produced, that remain in the body in future also, and whenever, means that protect the body from any future attack of that type of microorganisms. Vaccines are specific for a particular disease. Same vaccine cannot work for other disease, means that vaccines are disease specific. So this is how vaccines work. Whatever I was talking about antibiotics, so antibiotics we should not take by ourselves, purchasing from the medical shop. We should consult to the doctor, and on the doctor advice only we should, and that should be qualified doctor, that should not be any you can say jhola chhap doctor. So that should be taken on the prescription of, on the advice of the qualified doctor, and whatever course is advised, that should be completed. If we take without need of the body, without need the antibiotics, that may harm to the body, that may kill the beneficial bacteria, beneficial bacteria present in the body. And if we take underdose of that whatever pathogen have caused disease, that tolerance capacity of that pathogen will increase, and in the further that medicine will be less effective, that will not work properly, means that will become less effective, and you have to take more powerful medicine. So this was about vaccines and antibiotics. Microorganisms, not only they are useful in these areas, they are useful, they increase the fertility of the soil also. Many microorganisms help in increasing the fertility of the soil, as for example that is rhizobium, Azobacter, cyanobacteria, these are the microorganisms which increase the fertility of the soil. They trap the atmospheric nitrogen and fix it into the soil. that nitrogen is necessary for the plants, for the growth of the plants. Plants cannot take nitrogen from the atmosphere. In the atmosphere about approx 78% nitrogen is there, but that nitrogen cannot be taken by the plant directly from the air unless and until it will change, nitrogen will not change into water soluble form. So these microorganisms trap the atmospheric nitrogen into atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into nitrogen compounds and fix into that soil, that becomes water soluble, that can be taken by the plants. So they help in increasing the fertility of the soil also, that will increase the crop yield, that is useful for mankind. They help in cleaning the environment. Whatever organic matters are there, organic matters, that is dead remains of plant and animals, so that is decomposed by microorganisms. Microorganisms decompose means they break down the complex material present in the dead remains of the plants and animals, and they change into simpler form and they mix it into the soil. So they help in continuation of cycle of the nutrients. Whatever nutrients they after decomposition of the organic matters, whatever nutrients are mixed into the soil, that is taken by the plants. So that is reused by the plants, and whatever dead remains are there, that is cleaned from the environment. If the microorganisms are not there, if you imagine that microorganisms are not there, then whatever animal will die, that will remain as it is. Whatever plant will fall down, that will die, that will also remain as it is, that will not decompose, that will remain as it is. So it is said that if microorganisms will not be there, then the earth will become a pile of garbage, pile of dead bodies of the animals and plants. Because any animal or any plant, if that will not decompose, after death that will remain as it is. So everywhere there will be dead bodies only. So they are helpful in cleaning the environment by decomposing their dead bodies. So this is how in these many areas they are useful for us. So their presence is necessary. Without microorganisms we cannot imagine to survive on the earth. So microorganisms are very useful for us. In this video only we will this much. In the next video we will study about the harmful microorganisms, food preservation and nitrogen cycle, that is left, that we will study in the next video. In this video only this much. Thank you.